just let me take a little second of your time here. If you want to see one of them, stick around because I'm going to show you one of these midget submarines here. We are continuing a little explore. We have done part 1. You can see that here where it says more. Just click that. If you want to see that first, get a bit context, it's right there. And today it's going to be all about a very special combination of what the Germans had on the artillery fortress position, and they also had this. So that's going to be exciting for us to share with you. And there's even going to be a part 3. But now let's continue and see what part 2 will be. Well, let's continue down the alley of bunkers. Eagle Eyes, he's already been inside. He is like a torpedo running around like crazy. I can't keep up with him, and that's how it should be. I'm the old, slow, grumpy guy. He is Eagle Eyes, and he is no match. He can match anyone. Hello. This is a Regelbau. Is it 2 or 1 room?
1 room, so base.
621.
621.
Same as the other one. Let's have a look. Stützpunkt 606A. How cool is that?
And you don't get to see
and the door is so...
You can't close it.
So beautiful. It's still here, fully intact. Oh my goodness. Another bunker oven. And... what is... Does it work?
Only that.
Stillstand, Handbetrieb.
What does that stand for?
Like free gear, and then you crank around. Motor, what? I'm not so sure if that...
open. Now
is that original? Okay, let's see if the shutter is intact. Can you hold this, please?
Yeah. You can't make it. I already tried.
It's stuck.
I tried myself.
So, this is a 6-to-1 Regelbau with 1 room. The beds would be hung on these, as you see here. Yeah, on these hooks, as Eagle Eye says. That proves to you that inside here they had the bunks. And I have to say again, it is sad to see that they're just leaving them like that. I know it's going to be difficult to remove and all of that, but with the right guy in here, he could steal that so easily. So whoever is responsible, please kind of take care of this better, because I would love to come back here with grandkids once in the future and see this. But nevertheless, if you come behind me, guys, I'm going to show them. Yeah, you can see the pattern on the back. This is the original details of electronics. The lowest one is where the main cable came in, and then there's in a switcher box there could be a phone, a switch and a socket there. And again, you can see here people actually steal the handle. You see that? Someone stole that handle. I don't get it. And this thing here is not original German World War II for sure. But that's a backlash valve. This thing should have had a handle, it's not there. But so cool.
Oh wait, I saw something. I think people tried to steal it.
Yeah, they probably tried. Very, very nice.
Oh, look at that concrete.
This is a machine gun turret, which is on the end of the bunker. And it's like the little self-defense system for the bunker. So it's a near defense system, very, very potent with the MG put up there. And the crew would be 1 guy shooting and 1 guy loading the gun. And that will look something like this from the top side. Very nice. As I said, we are on an incredible German World War II coastal artillery position that also hid away a little secret. Hitler said, build me the Atlantic Wall, and they did. Tens of thousands of structures that all over Europe. This place is very, very special because it combined 2 things. It combined a coastal artillery position, but it also contained a very little secret, and that is they practiced and trained with the Beaver submarines here. So we're going to show you that part and what other features that are here. So if you haven't seen part 1 first, please check it out. I will put a link in the video description for that, and I think you're going to thoroughly enjoy that, and you get more context of what's going on here. Did you know that you can become a World War II History Hunter team member, and the artifacts here could be passed on to you in this manner and fashion here by creating beautiful World War II dioramas and displays? You can be the future keeper of something very, very special by the history and the history hunting that we share together. Check out the link in the video description. You can click that and you can become a Patreon team member if you want to. Different kind of perks with for your eyes only videos, travel vlogs, restoration projects, all of that good stuff. And if you want to know more, check out the supporter videos in the beginning of each month. But now let's continue our little adventure. So why are we walking down this path here? Well, that's because this path contained a set of tracks. I'm going to show you that further up there. But these tracks, they had a purpose, and they had a purpose, and the purpose is something we're going to show you all the way down at the shoreline. Eagle Eyes is scouting out towards the fjord here. And why here? Well, that's because the Beaver submarine you saw was actually pulled up and launched here. There was a huge wooden kind of construction here, and they could take the Beaver out here and practice and train with it because they were attacking the Allies with that. And this is a hidden away U-boat training camp area as well as a coastal artillery position. Who would have thought about that? So what they did, they actually had this huge setup here with this harbor, which is not here anymore because everything's been removed. It was made of wood, and they could pull the subs right up here, continue up the hillside, and that is where the fun starts. So now we are going up the same path as the German Beavers were trolleyed up and down. And let's go up and have a look at the Beaver sub itself. This Beaver midget submarine, it had a displacement of 5.7 tons. It had a length of 8.9 meter. It had a beam of 1.6 meter and the height was 1.6 meter. Propulsion was a 32 horsepower auto petrol engine and a 13 horsepower electrical engine. So this thing could be propelled to 6.5 knots in surface condition and 5.3 knots submerged. And it had around 100 miles of range and 20 meter depth test. It had 2 torpedoes or 2 mines that it could carry, and the whole point for this being here was that the Germans needed to have some place to stack this kind of activity away so that the Allied wouldn't sniff it out. And then they thought, well, why don't we combine a coastal artillery position with a submarine base? That is absolutely crazy. So the Germans, they constructed this little tiny small narrow railroad, which this is just an example, and that was what they transported the subs up and down from the harbor that I showed you. And these are not the original tracks. These are typical regular railroad tracks, but they were not the ones that they used on this. It was a little bit different, but I do believe that these axles are actually the original ones that they transported the subs on. Nevertheless, the subs are in absolute immaculate, or the sub is in immaculate condition. It's been restored, and you can see it is all metal, but it has also some pieces which are incredible enough in wood. This piece here is in wood, and it has continuation of wood, and you can see the rudder and the elevator. It is also in wood. You see how ingeniously simple this is. You have this rod coming out from here, steering it, and this one, and you have the propeller coming out here. And just imagine being the guy inside there. Wow, that must have been so terrifying. You know, these were highly sought after. The Allies wanted to get rid of this as soon as they could, and as many as they could. But the Germans were very sneaky and stealthy with them. But the matter of fact was that they are actually, you can see a little bit on the side, they were actually very dangerous for the pilots. And I have talked with some locals here that says that just up there are two of them that kind of just drowned, disappeared, and one got some kind of failure. The pilot managed to go out of it and it sunk, but it was rescued after the war. I'm not sure whether this is it, but nevertheless, that's about what I've heard about it. But these things here could do major damage if they were infiltrated into a Allies kind of harbor or whatever, and they could really, really do a lot of damage if they were kind of put together in a little mini midget wolf pack of 5 or 6 of them, and they could sabotage stealthily, silently, and you would almost not even know what struck you. And that is the whole point and project here. Let me see. There is actually a possibility for me to get you in there. Can you see that? I can't see anything myself, to be honest, but I can. Cool. See some of the interior there. Let me take you over to this one. You can actually see something here as well. This is the inside of a beaver. And believe it or not, there's actually trash inside. But this is a part of the Coastal Artillery secret here. But we are going to show you if everything is going to go as planned. We're actually going to show you, we're going to go with the Fifish V6 Expert. And we're going to show you one of these on the bottom of the ocean without the torpedoes. If all goes well, we do that in not too long time. So that will be an absolute pleasure for us to be able to do. And then you can actually see one of these on the bottom of the ocean floor. So that is the part of the beaver at the Coastal Artillery. Is that cool or what? I guess you've never seen this before, and I think you've never seen a position that contained both the Coastal Artillery and the secret mini midget submarine base. Absolutely spectacular. But let's continue and find more of the Coastal Artillery positions that are right here. So this is basically the part which is really Coastal Artillery. That thing, that's a munition bunker, isn't it? I think it is. Yeah, so Eagle Eyes is running everywhere, and the Coastal Artillery consists of guns, massive, huge, massive, effective guns, and they had 12 centimeter here, and they had some packs, Panzerabwehrkanon, 20mm anti-aircraft gun positions, and they have what we're going to enter here now, the huge 15 centimeter, no, the 12 centimeter Belgium guns that the Germans put here. And you can see this is one of the primary munition storages. They kind of blasted themselves through the mountainside here. And here you can see this incredible build of rocks and concrete everywhere. And all around here you can see this is the gun pit itself. And there are most likely a munition storage, or used to be, in here. Which is fallen down, taken over by nature, but it is a massive gun pit. And just imagine this gun here. Yeah, and the gun crew doing his duty. They didn't need to see above this round circle here because they had a firing solution. They got like where to point, how high up and down, what kind of munition to put into the bridge, and then it was all about firing solution, fire, and it went all the way out to where the vessel could be. That's what I want to show you. That's the position of the huge 12 centimeter Belgium gun made in 1934, and it had one purpose, that is to fire out there into the ocean. And you can see in part one some even better sceneries where you can see exactly what took place. But that gun was fixed there in this pedestal that could go around and all of that. And then it was all about the crew doing their duty. So Franz, Wilhelm, Reinhard, all of those guys, they were here. They were sent here. They didn't know why. They just had to say yes. And they went here, they practiced, and then they were ready. They were ready when the Allied came in here. They were so ready. And they followed what Hitler said. Hitler said, build me the Atlantic Wall. and they built tens of thousands of structures. This is one of them. It's going away, nature is taking over, but it's so important to present them and share them with you so that they are never forgotten, and that's what we do. Believe me, that is exactly what we do. We do the research, we travel and go and find and share incredible locations with all of you. And if you would like to help us to reach more targets, you know, we have this little super thanks feature here. Basically, your opportunity to help us to get some fuel into the camper van and then go out and share even more incredible stories with you. This is quite a explore, and it's pretty amazing to see what more we're going to show you. In part 3, we need some serious flashlights to go out and find and share even more. So don't go away. Watch part 3. I'll put a link here in the video description where it says more. Just click that when you see it, or you can see it when it comes, and you can have a third little experience of this place, because we are going deep underground. I can promise you there are some very interesting features in the deep German WW2 underground at this location. All right. Thank you for watching, subscribing, commenting. Thank you so very much for the PayPal donations. Check out the Patreon team member thing for links of that in the video description. And what can I say? Until next time, just please stay safe, keep smiling. And remember, history is actually everywhere, and we share it together. Talk to you later. Stay safe. Bye-bye.